What is going on, everybody? Welcome to Across the Board. Yes, today's show is going to be a little, it's going to be about the same. But as far as the cast today is going to be a little bit different. You have myself here, as actually always, but got my main man, Joe, here. You're actually with me. Joe, what is up, man?
Man, nothing much, man. Just glad to be early in the day, I guess. Thanks for having
Right.
me on.
Exactly, man. Definitely. Um, yes, me and Joe. As actually like as far as our 5 o'clock show, we're actually no longer doing that. We are going to actually transition that into something else. But actually, like we actually will talk about that a little bit more later on in the show. We've got some people in the comments already here. What is going on, Joe? Um, got Nick. Can we start running ladder challenges? Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, that actual ladder is running very well. So hopefully we can keep that going there. Um, and red hot take, we will get to that just a little bit later in actually the show, man. But yeah, let's just go and get right into it. Um, let's do our Wednesday recap. Um, Joe, I believe you had a really good day, so I'm going to let you go first.
Yeah, man. I had a extremely good day yesterday. 5-1 overall. The plays that I hit were pretty much all sweat free. The one that I missed was Jalen Brunson over 2.5 threes. He fouled out early in the fourth quarter. So had he played the whole game, I think he would have hit. The easiest sweat free under was like Jimmy Butler under 39.5 PRA. He had 29. Peyton Pritchard over 2.5 threes. He had 5. The T Wolves and Golden State going over. That was like that score was in the 230s.
Yep.
The total was 202. And then Jonathan Kaminga to have 20 plus points was like plus what was that, plus 120, and he had 26. So like all of my bets were sweat free. Feels very good. uh yeah. So
Very nice, very nice. For me, it was a little bit weird. I had a really low volume day. I only had 2 plays, and actually, like across all the sports that I cover currently, that is a very low volume day. But it was good to actually go 2-0, and actually both of those were actually big 4 unit plays. So I had an 8 unit day. So that was really nice. Um, Nick, we did not. Um, yeah, it
just
just happened. Yeah, it just happened. We got Justin in the chat. What's up, man? Yes, let's win today. Um, but yeah, man. It sounds like we're both coming off of good days. So let's just keep it rolling, man. Um, let's go ahead and get into the picks. Let's go ahead and do a little MLB. Uh, first game up. What I think is the game of the day. We got the Astros at the Rangers. Um, got the Rangers laying around minus 130 with a total of 7. Um, we have DeGrom for the home team. Everybody knows, I mean, like how like good like he is. You don't have to really go far into that, but he is facing off against Hunter Brown, who honestly this year is also just as good as if not maybe a little even better. Um, you know, I do have to kind of say that because I personally think that. But Joe, I am going to let you go first here, man.
So let me do a small caveat here. This slate was extremely hard to cap today. Um, so with that being said, I am on the Houston Astros first 5. Let me tell you why. I'm going to give you both sides. Let you guys make up your mind. For me, it's a half unit, but I'm extremely nervous. But I'm going to back Hunter Brown, man, because he's had 9 strikeouts in 4 games straight. In the last 4 games, the boy is on a different type of heater right now. But I wasn't going to take a strikeout prop because that was at 6.5. and it was at plus. I think it was at like minus 110 or something. And the Rangers just don't strike out. For people who don't know, the Rangers and Astros are both they're both Texas thing. So this is a Texas rivalry, and you can pretty much throw the records out the window. The Astros and the Rangers do not get along. They do not like each other. I live in Houston. Trust me, it's a real big thing down here. But I'm just gonna back Hunter Brown on the first five, just plus 100. Why not? Like I honestly see, because if you ask me who's going to get touched between these two pitchers, I think DeGrom is more vulnerable than Hunter Brown is. It's that simple for me.
Yep. I can definitely understand that one. Um, J-Bo, what's going on, man? No, you've actually not missed a game. This is our first breakdown. Um, yeah, man. I mean, as far as like Grom goes, I mean, like his like numbers are good. He has an ERA of 2.72. He has a WHIP of 1.02, which is very good. His past three games, he's faced the A's, he's faced the Mariners, and he has faced off against the Tigers. So as far as actually lineups go, those are all three good. Um, those are all three hitting very, very well currently. And through those three games, he has only given up 3 runs. Um, I mean, so that's great. And then on the other side, you got Hunter Brown. He's 6-1 on the year with an ERA of 1.48 and a WHIP of 0.9. I mean, that's as good as you can get, man. Um, Here's what I have to say. I think this line is very good. I think this I think this game is priced so well. Um, and why I say that and why, because as far as the Astros, I would normally just be on them here. But as far as Hunter Brown, what I do have to say is because as far as Jake, like we just talked about, he has faced the past three teams he's faced have all been very good. I do have to say, as far as actually Hunter Brown, though, he's been facing the Reds. He's been facing the actually like White Sox, teams like that. So it's like they're not the best of the best, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, like, but I actually mean like I like know he's good. I mean, like it's nothing actually like against him. Um, he's actually definitely good. Um, but I just think it's priced right. I mean, the Rangers bats, um, they seem to have woken up, but that was against the Rockies. Um, so I don't know how much weight to really put into like that. So that's why I'm also not going to back them. And then the Astros, as far as their bats, man, this season, like I haven't been able to get a read on them, man. Like when they're going to show up, when they're not. Like
That's why the angle that I took was the Texas rivalry, because the Astros bats typically show up in the second half of the game. Like inning 6 or 7, they do almost all of their damage, right? But again, I'm backing Hunter Brown because I really think this could end 2-1 Astros in the first 5. So
well, I was about to say that would be my next lean. And actually, J-Bo is kind of going that way. But J-Bo, what I would do would be the first 5 under.
yeah,
I believe you can get a 3.5.
yeah.
So if you can get a 3.5 there, that's where I would lean more towards that. Um, but yeah, that's if you're just a baseball fan and like to watch baseball, I know like there's a lot of people that actually don't. I actually personally do. Like I actually like to watch games. But actually, like this is like this should be a really good game. I believe this is the first game of actually 4 for actually them. So actually, yeah. So actually, this like series is gonna go on here, and it should be good. J-Bo, yeah, man. Yeah. So yeah, if I had to play something here, it definitely would be that first 5 under. Let's keep it moving here, man. Going to the A's playing the Dodgers. The Dodgers are laying minus 205, total of 9.5. Looks like that total is actually moving up in a lot of places now. Um, looks like it's moved up to 10. You can still get a 9.5 in actually some spots there. But yes, on the mound for the A's is Osvaldo Bido. Be honest, man, I'm a little surprised with actually him this season because actually last year he was a guy that I really liked actually back. I mean, like he was pitching very, very well. And so far this season, he just hasn't been that like same guy. On the year so far, he's 2-3. He has an actual ERA of 4.75, then a WHIP of 1.51. If you actually dig in deeper, his his, his actual like advanced stats are not very good either. Like it really looks like he's probably going to be getting like hit up even actually more than actually that. So I think that uh, the actual like Dodgers bats, tonight are going to be able to like get like to him. Then on the other side, as far as actually Matt Sauer, I believe is how you pronounce his name. It was looked like it was going to be May starting for him, but actually, like, then they made this like switch here. But I didn't care. It didn't matter if it was May, if it was Sauer here, or any like bullpen guy to start with. I really didn't care. This was always going to be an overplay for actually me. If you've been following me as far as A's games, I've just been betting them over. I believe in the last 10, I believe they're 8-2. The first actually 2 games here, they have both gone over. As far as the bullpens, have both been used. And now today, as far as the Dodgers, I think you're going to see a lot of their pen. This is one of those games where I think that both sides get to put up runs here. So that's why I am playing the over 9.5. Joe, what do you have here, man?
So first off, I'm gonna definitely tell that 9.5. But I'm on, like you said, Beto last year. He was my strikeout guy. Like I got so much. He was a 4. He was a 3.5. Then he moved up to 4.5, and they didn't really go up that much past 4.5, and it was like low juice. So I just kept playing it. So he was very good to me last year. This year I have seen him get touched more than I like. But I got to stay true to my name and lay off the juice. So I'm going to be a little bit more aggressive on this one, but I'm going to do a half unit again. I'm taking Beto over 5.5 hits allowed for plus 141.
I really like that.
I think that's very doable. Looking at his last couple games, he's given up 6 to the Rockies, 9 to the Padres, 8 to the Rangers, whose bats aren't that impressive, and then he's given up 8 to the Yankees recently. So the Dodgers, I think they can give me 6 for plus 141. So that's the route that I'm taking on this one.
Yeah, I think that's a really great price there. Definitely liking that one. Yeah, Nick, man. As far as their like lineup goes, man, they're they're good. Like they're not just kind of good and kind of hitting. Like no, like they're actually good. This is not the same team. This is just not the same team whatsoever here. Let me pull it up here just so I'm not just giving you random numbers here.
They were an over team last year too because they gave up a lot of runs. Now this year they're actually scoring runs too. So
yeah,
either way.
Yeah, like I was saying, as far as actually to the over, the A's in their last 10 are actually 8-2. As far as on the year, they are an over team. It's nothing crazy. They are actually 22-17 towards the over. But yeah, there's just I believe the overs hit in at least their last 5. Yeah, that's where I am there. Bill, what's going on, man? We definitely appreciate you. Yeah, man. As far as the Discord right now, the Discord is just having a lot of fun. Yeah, we're doing. yeah, the whole challenge thing, and actually that's going well. And yeah, man, it's definitely some good vibes there.
So to give you guys a perspective, the challenge has just won $1,600 yesterday. So it's going more than just well, man. Toot your horn, man. Do it. Man,
Yeah.
1,600. We started at $65
Yes.
and we're up to 1,600. So yeah, you do what you want with that information.
Yeah, but definitely as actually far as like as far as today's play is actually already in there. So it's like completely free. Just actually the link is it's either right below us here or either in the bio. Depends on where actually you are. But yeah, get in there. Jabo, yes sir. You know it. Jabo knows what is up. All right, man. Well, I know this is your favorite time.
Yeah.
Time to get into a little NBA. Um, tonight we only have one game. The Thunder and the Nuggets. Thunder laying 4.5 on the road. Total of 217.5 currently. Um, man, I just want to start out. This isn't really as far as a play on the game, but man, like the Nuggets starters, man, I've had to play so much, and I really think if they just had that one or two more guys, man, like they could go all the way. I mean, I just you can tell it, especially in the fourth of all these games, they're just flat out tired, man. And actually, that's what the difference is. But with saying that, I am not going to let you go here.
To me, I like the over in this one. Let me tell you why. There's not just stats to go with this, right? Because you could say 21 of OKC's last 40 have went over on the road. You could say, what is it? 26 of the last what 26 and 12 to the over at home. So Denver is much better at home. You could say that, but the qualitative reasons is what I look at. I looked at this entire playoff series, and for the most part, almost every game that was an elimination game has soared over the total. And I don't think that train stops today. This total is at 217. I I don't see a world in which at first I wanted to take the Nuggets 106, but I'm like, OKC has been very consistent in scoring, so why would I take them out the equation? Um, Denver's a much better team at home. OKC wants to close this out because I think big picture, they're looking at Minnesota going, oh, Minnesota closed their series. We need to close ours so that they can both get the rest advantage. The rest advantage is extremely real in the NBA. But again, I see Denver fighting tooth and nail with this one, and this one's soaring over. So the over is my favorite play in this one. I do have a couple player props, but I want to let JD take a stab before I take everything on this one.
All right. Yeah, man, the over. I've not bet this game yet, but that is how I am looking to go here. I actually like wanted to talk this game out actually with actually you first,
Okay.
because I was looking at an over, in some type of way, whether that be the full game or either the first half. As far as the Thunder, as far as their team total over, I was actually thinking that, and then I was like, no, they're in Denver. I know Denver's going to put up a fight here, so why would I want to take them out of it? Like I might as well have them in actually there with them here. And actually, like you said, man, if you're looking at trends, literally every trend or all your main trends you could think of, both of these are actually over teams. When you're looking on the year, their last 10, if you're looking as far as on the road or versus home or as the actual favorite or as the actual underdog, like no matter what you look at there, um, these are both over teams. What does it for me here is just this number. Um, these teams, besides that one game, that was so freaking weird. Where Denver scored, what they scored like 8 in the first quarter or something.
Yeah, it was. Hold on,
Uh,
I can pull it up.
like it was like whatever actually that game
Yeah,
was.
8.
Yeah,
It was
like
8
I
to
don't
17 in the
like
first one.
yeah, like I literally do not know what that one was. But besides that, this actual total has actually hit 217 every single game. Um, and guys, they've been shooting bad, like bad. Like that's the thing. The pace is fine. The actual pace is there to actually clear this easily. Um, so if they're just making any shots, this one's going to go over that. And I think we're to the point in the national series now. Um, and also because I know Denver's getting a little bit tired, uh, which as far as anything, as far as their defense, I think that does not help them there. Um, to me, yeah, I just have to go over. And now even when just myself, just actually talking this out here, it does seem like the full game over um, is actually probably the best way to actually go here.
So
Uh,
the other reason why I'm like a full game over instead of first half is because it's an elimination game, so it could go to overtime. So why would we take that out our back pocket, right? I mean, they already had, I think it was 1 or 2 games to go to overtime already.
at least one.
Yeah, game 3 went to overtime, and
Yeah.
it ended right at 217. So I I love the pace. I think this over gets done easy. You want me to dive into some props? I found some really good props on
Yeah.
this.
Give me just a second here. Let me actually pull up a few comments. Yeah, Nick, we're definitely gonna do that tomorrow. Um, I think the boys just actually landed. So hopefully tomorrow we can have them actually jump on here for actually just a little bit of time to actually say something there. Um, but yeah, we got a few prop questions. So I'm gonna let you do that. We got Braun under 1.5 3-pointers, and then also Red Hot Take is also saying Gordon over his threes.
That actually is one of my plays right there. Gordon over his threes. It's at 1.5 for minus 110. They finally put negative to it. I've been cashing it at plus 105 and above. So, but I think Aaron Gordon shoots the lights like the volume is there, right? He's shot 5 or more attempts in almost every game in the series. He's had one game where he had 3 attempts, but he hit 2 of the 3-pointers. So at little to no juice, I'm taking that one. That is one of my plays for today. Braun under threes. He was my cash cow in the regular season. I just can't figure him out in the postseason. He's a guy that you can't really back off stats. He does what it takes to win. So if they need rebounds, if they're getting killed on the boards, he'll step up and start rebounding. If they need extra assists, he'll look for the cutter while he's at the 3-point line. So Braun, his role changes. He doesn't really. I mean, he's had a ton of just open looks. But I don't think he's more of the I'm going to get in your face and dunk on you kind of guy. He scores out in transition a lot. He cuts to the rim a lot. Lately, he's had a lot of volume, so I'm not gonna. I don't know, and he's at home. That's why I'm hesitant of taking an under 3 prop at home because that dude, like, it's only 2 and it's a wrap. So, um, yeah, but I definitely love Aaron Gordon over threes. Joker threes, that's a very good look as well because one, we know the minutes are going to be there, and 2, the volume's probably going to be there. The thing is, it's about the rotation. Hartenstein and I forgot, was it Aaron Wiggins? They OKC rolled out a new rotation for how to guard Joker last game, which I think he figured it out, but it was too late into the game when he did figure it out. Um, who was it? I think it was Aaron Wiggins. Dang, I can't remember. I should have looked at my notes. But they did a new rotation for how to guard Joker. And this dude was all up in his grill. And Joker started settling for shots. So I reposted the Twitter video on Twitter for those who want to see the actual footage of the game. So there's that.
Pardon my Jay is asking, does actually Joker go over points today, or is he going to get others involved first? His actual points total is 28 and a half. As far as his PRAs is 51 and a half. I'm going to say something really quick. I'm not the best prop guy here. Joe, he is definitely our prop guy. But as far as his props today, man, as far as everything, I would have to lean under. Well, actually, like as far as rebounds, no. Like I would still lean over there. But as far as points and assists and everything like that, I would lean under. But that's he can always have one of those games where he just puts up crazy.
Yeah.
numbers. So,
Jokic had a 60-point triple-double and lost the game. Like that has happened before. But listen, the PRA, I'm honestly thinking about taking his under. Here's why. Hear me out. I think that the Thunder, if they really want to close this, I think there's a very good world where they abnormally double and triple Jokic if they have to. I really do see that as a possibility. And if that happens, like, first off, to give you the numbers, head to head, he's only hit his PRA in 52% of the games, right? Head to head. Over his last 5, he's 32% going over this number. This number is 50.5. That is insanely high. I mean, all it takes is Jamal Murray to get hot. And guess what? Jokic is going to pass. That's an assist, and that's only one versus the points. So it's like there are plenty of ways to go under 50 and a half. His last 4 games, he's had 31, 42, 43, 64. Right? So there is a risk. Just looking at his games at home, he's only crossed this number once all the 2025 season. And that was at 59. Against OKC in Denver, he's only crossed this number once. So I'm honestly thinking about taking under the PRAs for Jokic.
Yeah. Same.
Exactly.
And actually what Aiden said here is definitely true.
And that's exactly why Aaron Gordon's PRA is my other favorite prop. So I like Aaron Gordon's 3-pointers up front. His Aaron Gordon's PRA is at 26 and a half. I think he clears that pretty easily. And then another 2 props that I like are Jalen Williams over 4.5. I haven't played that one yet because it's a lot of juice. It's minus 136. But the plus money banger that I like for this one is Chet Holmgren to have a double-double. That's at plus 130. One thing about defense is that defense travels, right? This took me a long time to find. The last 2 games in Denver, he's had 16 and 13 rebounds. The thing about OKC is they're deep. They have a lot of people, right? Their depth. That's one thing. The second thing is the game plan changes drastically for every game. These last couple games, I've seen Chet more active on the boards than he's been in a long time. And like I said, if they're going to be putting Hardenstein and Chet on Jokic, that means there's 2 OKC guys for Jokic. Like, I really see a world where he can get that. So,
like that. Well, I'm going to go do a couple comments here really quick because this game is actually starting very, very soon. J-Bo is asking, what do you think about the Twins and the Orioles over? That's how I would lean. That's as far as my numbers. That's what they say. Let me pull it up. I think I had it at just over 10. Let's see. Yeah, I had it at 10.1 runs. So that's how I would lean. As far as like Christian here, he's saying Twins on that money line, and that's the only way that I could play it, guys. Twins have won 10 straight games. Yeah. And baseball is one of those sports where if you've been watching the show, that's what I tell you. You just follow those, man. Me, I have not personally been actually on this like Twins run, so I'm not personally jumping on now. Just actually as far as the actual real value on actually them is actually not there anymore. But if you've actually been riding them, though, yeah, definitely play Twins. Ride them till they lose twice, not actually once. Ride them till they lose twice. But there's a little rule I actually personally use, and actually over the years it has worked very well for me. Uh, yes, sir. Appreciate you being here. I believe that was the only other questions.
I would lean Twins money line just because they won 5 out of the last game. They played 5 times, they won 5 times, and it's plus money. And they're hot. They're 10-0. So again, I definitely lean that way too.
Yeah, guys, that's about it for us. If there are any other games you want us to hit, definitely drop them. I know there's not many games. That's why our slate here on the show was only 3 games because tonight's slate for us is actually really small. Um, but definitely think that we have found a couple good spots there uh, for us. So yeah, but yeah, if y'all have any other questions, definitely go ahead and drop them in the chat. Okay, Aiden wants to talk about the luxury tax. Do you have anything to say about that?
So the luxury tax is basically, I think the number is like 11.1 or no, it's 121.5% of the salary cap. So anything over, there's a tax on it. To be completely honest, the ranges keep changing from year to year as the NBA salaries go up, far as what the NBA maximum contract is. Um, Honestly, I want to just get. I think the heart of this question is: are we going to break up Boston, right? Because that's Jason Tatum and Jalen Brown, right? Is that what the heart of this question is? Or
I actually would assume so because I don't know of anything else going on.
because
So
everybody's been talking about the luxury tax and breaking those two up. But honestly, if I were the Celtics, I'd keep hear me out, hear my GM hat. I'd rather keep Jalen Brown and get rid of Jason Tatum. Jason Tatum is my favorite player in the NBA. Yeah, see, I figured. Jason Tatum is my favorite player in the NBA, but the amount of money that he's getting and he's coming off of a torn Achilles, I'd much rather build around Brown because Brown, in my opinion, is the mentally stronger of the two. If you watched that Celtics game yesterday, not to just fully dive into it, but if you watched that Celtics game yesterday, the Celtics, once they got the lead, there was no way they were losing. It was a completely different mindset. If you looked at all the players that were out there, um, do I think they're going to win the series? Doubt it. But can they win this series? Yes. I'm not counting them out. I'm finally on that train where I'm not counting them out. Like, but if they lost, I wouldn't be surprised. Jalen Brown had a triple double, and he dominated. Well, I'm sorry, he was 2 rebounds away from a triple double. He had 8 rebounds, I think 12 assists, and 26 points. So he scored when he needed to score. He assisted for the most part. To me, that is a dominant leader that you can build around. Between the two, he's usually the more healthy person. I'm looking at their workouts. Jalen Brown uses water to work out. He does not do the traditional strength training, far as like in the weight room, which is what Jason Tatum does. Jason Tatum's more vulnerable, in my opinion, because of that. So whenever Jalen Brown gets injured, he comes back a lot quicker. And that's me knowing those two and following them in the offseason. So yeah, I think you keep Brown for sure. You trade Porzingis because he's just never in the rotation. I know they're a much different team, but he's never there. So I'd see what you can get for Porzingis, but I want to keep Drew Holiday. I love Drew Holiday. I love Drew Holiday, but bro, like money, we just can't afford it. So Derek White is definitely somebody you need to keep. I
yes,
honestly think he's the most
that's
important
actually
person to keep because he is the most consistent. Derek White has been cashing points, add points, rebounds, whatever you need. Derek White is your guy. Like if you're betting on anything Celtic related, Derek White overs are extremely nice. He can rebound. He's the best. I know he's top 3 best guards that are shot blockers. It doesn't matter if you're the guard either. He can come off of his guy and block shots. He does that on a consistent basis. He's also healthy. and he shows up every single game. I think Derek White is a piece that you cannot let go, and he's not getting paid anything either. Like from a salary standpoint, because he loves his teammates and brothers or whatever. So, yeah, that's where I'm at with that.
I definitely feel the same way about that. Yeah, like I was gonna say actually all of that about White. So yeah, definitely on the same page there.
So I think his trainer took a page from Tom Brady's trainer with the water aerobics versus traditional weights. So if you've seen Jaylen Brown, he could jump out of a pool literally from standing in it, which is extremely hard to do.
Yeah.
So,
wow, that's definitely interesting. All right, guys. Well, I think everybody knows what time it is, and it's time to give out some best bets. Christian will come right back to that, man. But yeah, Joe, what is your best bet?
I like this over my best bet of the day. I like the over 217 and a half in the Denver Nuggets OKC game by far. Like it's not even close.
Like it. Yeah, mine is my favorite bet of the day also is the A's and Dodgers over 9.5 runs. And that's by far my favorite one. So here it is up on the screen for everybody. Take out your phones and get your screenshots. Going to leave that up for actually just another minute here. But yeah, like I said, today's slate is small, but I think we found some very solid spots here though. Go back to the comments for just a quick second. Christian here. Joe, what do you have to say? Because I know you've been saying a lot about him. So
he's not healthy. I don't know what it is, but it is extremely like I joked and laughed about him owing the mob money and they pulling him in and out the games, but he's not healthy. If you look at him, like you can tell that he's actually trying. His body's just saying no. Like I've been betting his unders like on personal plays, but I haven't been telling anybody. But he's not there. They say that he have a viral infection. It has nothing to do with his previous injuries. There's rumors going around. I'm not going to spread a rumor, but there's rumors going around about it being a health related issue. An optional health related issue. So yeah, now he said that he's burning alive on the inside. He can't he's basically dead when he runs up and down the court, man. Just watch his face. He fights through it. He's out there giving it the best shot he can, but he's coming off of the bench. And if you ask me, the game that Luke Cornett had yesterday, I'd put him on the bench. I'd keep him on the bench.
Yeah.
Cornett played, well, not to dive all the way into it, but if you watch that game, you were pretty excited and pretty happy about Luke Cornett.
Definitely were. Well, we will be talking about that game tomorrow. I'm also hearing there is a rumor around that Alpha may be making a little
guest appearance.
Yes, a small guest appearance on the show tomorrow. Tomorrow as a Knicks fan, it's a big game. I mean, it's a huge game. And I know that they are down there with a bunch of friends and they are all Knicks fans. So I know that so I know if actually they can make it on the show that they definitely will be because they'll be wanting to definitely talk about that one.
I think Jalen Brunson getting fouled out of that game in the fourth quarter, that was the worst thing that could have happened to the Celtics because he's already been coming out on a tear. But now you just added hot sauce to So
but yeah, guys, we will get all into that game tomorrow. And tomorrow we do have a full baseball slate, so the show will have a full rundown back tomorrow. Yeah, guys, we will see you here tomorrow again at noon Eastern. Joe, take us out, man.
Don't know which motto to end with, so I'm gonna take mine and then take yours too. DJ Khaled's one of my favorite artists. He said, "You either win with us or watch us win. Either way, Let's fucking win, baby.
Let's fucking win. Later, guys.